Hi, my name is Paul Gordon. I'm Director of Student Financial Services at Avila University. I oversee both the financial aid office and the business office. And it's our job to make an Avila education affordable for you. And we're going to do everything possible to make that happen, especially during these times that we're experiencing currently. Most of you probably completed your FAFSA form and have received an award notification from the financial aid office. Basically, this lists out different types of grants and scholarships that you're eligible for, including loans and possibly work study as well. It's very important for you to review this letter, make sure there's no changes that you need to make, and if there are changes that you need to make, let's say that you wanted your student loan for $2,500 instead of $3,500, you'll just draw a line through that, put in the correct amount, and then just initial that. It's very important to keep a copy for your records. And whenever you have a question about your award notification, please don't hesitate to contact us. There'll be some contact information here at the end of the PowerPoint presentation. Now, about 33% of all FAFSAs are going to be selected for a process called verification. If you've done the IRS data retrieval, you don't have to really worry about sending any tax transcripts in or anything like that, or tax returns. All we would need is basically a verification worksheet, which is available on our website. Now, if you didn't do the IRS data retrieval and you were selected for verification, you can go out to the website, the FAFSA website, at studentaid.gov, and you can go ahead and update your FAFSA with the IRS data retrieval tool. If for some reason you're not able to do that, you can always mail a copy of your 2018 federal taxes to us, as long as you make sure that they are signed. And like I said, there's a verification worksheet that we'll also need that you can complete, and again, that's available on our website at avila.edu. Now, some students are selected for what they call a V4 or V5, and basically all we need is make sure we have a copy of your final high school transcript and what they call a statement of educational purpose, again, which is available on our website. If you happen to take out student loans like the federal subsidized or the federal unsubsidized Stafford loan, you need to make sure to do the entrance counseling and the master promissory note. And again, that's available out at studentaid.gov. And again, if you have any questions about that, we certainly can help you walk you through that process. We also, for the federal work study students, if you happen to be awarded federal work study, there is some paperwork you'll need to complete, and we can help you do that, as well as contact our human resources area that will help you with the tax forms and the I-9 forms. And we also need photo IDs and things like that, but they can help you with that as well. And please make sure, if you get an email from us, you just need to make sure you respond to us, have questions, make sure you don't ignore them, because usually we're asking for forms that we need in order to complete your financial aid file. Now, especially during these trying times with the COVID-19 and things like that, if there's been changes, because again, the FAFSA was just looking at your 2018 federal income, and a lot of things have changed. You may have done the FAFSA last October, and obviously a lot of things could have changed by then. It's very important to let us know about those changes. We can use what we call professional judgment and go in and adjust certain data items that are on the FAFSA form, and we'll be happy to do that. Things like COVID issues that you have, medical expenses that you may have incurred, change in income, loss of jobs. Let's say you took out a retirement account, one-time income, things like that. We can look at that. And again, there's a form out on our website. It's called professional judgment form. You can complete that, get that back to us, and again, we'll review it and see what other aid opportunities that might be available for you. And out through the summer is an excellent opportunity to look for outside scholarships. You can visit our website where we list a lot of different types of outside scholarships that are available. But there's also a website called fastweb.com. And you can go out, put information about yourself, and what it does, it'll email you scholarship opportunities you might qualify for. I know a lot of the high schools are closed right now, but again, you may be able to contact the high school counseling office, and maybe they have some opportunities for you as well. But just keep and look for those types of opportunities. And one thing to keep in mind is you never want to pay for a scholarship search, because usually it's not worth the money. They'll say, send us $500 and we'll send you a list of scholarships, and we guarantee that you'll get a scholarship. But what they don't tell you is, in order to get your $500 back, they're going to send you a list of 15 or maybe even 2,000 scholarships. You have to apply to all of them and get turned down from all of them, and then they'll give you your $500 back. Again, it's best never to use a scholarship search. Only use free. There's a lot of resources available in the library as well. Something to keep in mind is the federal government does require certain things for you to do in order to continue on federal aid. The first thing is, grades. That's going to be very important. We do what they call satisfactory academic progress. At the end of every term, we look at grades, and you have to be making what we call progress towards a degree. So in other words, you have to have a certain grade point average, and you have to complete so many hours of enrolled. So if you enroll in 15 hours, you need to complete at least 66% of those hours in order to be making progress. And we review it every semester. So at the end of every semester, we review it. If you're not making progress at the end of a particular semester, we'll put you on what we call financial aid warning. It's not anything real drastic or anything like that, but it just means that by the end of the next term, you have to be making progress as defined on our website. And that way, you can continue to get aid. If for some reason you don't, after 2 semesters, make progress, then you're suspended from federal and state aid. But those are always appealable. So if there's certain things that have happened or things like that, you can certainly appeal, and we can look at that and see if we can grant you one more semester of federal and state aid. Talk about the loans. So obviously, grants and scholarships are the best type of aid available to you. But loans are a very good investment. They're low interest rate, and there are a lot of different opportunities to have them forgiven, or they can defer them and things like that. There's 2 types of direct federal loans. The first one is subsidized Stafford loans, and those loans, while you're in school and even 6 months after you're out of school, the loans are not accruing interest. Basically, the government is paying the interest on those loans for you. Now, if you leave school, graduate, or fall below half time, then those loans will go into that grace period. That 6-month grace period will start. So it's very, very important to let us know things what's going on so that we can make sure not to put you in repayment too soon. The unsubsidized Stafford loan, now those loans are actually not a need-based loan, so the interest is accruing on those while you're in school. So you can pay the interest as you go, or you can wait and just capitalize it after you graduate. Currently, the interest rate is 4.53%, and that's good through July 1st of 2020. Now, it changes every July 1st, so July 1st, it will probably change for the next award year. And we don't know what that rate's going to be until they sell a Treasury bill on June 30th. And when that bill is sold, then they determine the interest rate at that point in time. My feeling is that it'll probably go down and won't go up, but just to let you know that that is something to keep in mind, that it could go up or down a little bit from that. We also offer a lot of different private loans. Again, those are out on our website if you want to take a look at those. Those are credit-based loans. If you don't have enough federal aid and state aid, those are loans that you can look at to help cover the gap between the two, between your costs and your aid. And again, we have a list out on our website as well. Something to keep in mind is, if you want to know everything that you need about federal aid is out here at what we call studentaid.gov. You can log in using your FSA ID and password, and basically you can go out and see who has your student loans, complete the FAFSA, do all kinds of things out on this particular website. So it's very important to remember your FSA ID and FSA password, because when you forget it, there's a lot of different things you have to go through to get it back and up and running. Again, if you have any questions about this or trouble, don't hesitate to give us a call. We'd be more than happy to help you with that. Now, my other part of my office is the business office, and that's who sends the bills out. We usually send bills out in June and let you know what's coming. And then we also have payment plans. So the difference between your financial aid and your cost, you can break that over payment plans, a 5-month payment plan, or the 10 months for the whole year, or a 6-month payment plan. Again, that's 12 months. Now, if you're going to do the 6-month or the 12-month, the 6 months, which is actually 12 months, you want to make sure to do that as soon as possible, because if you want your payments to start in July, and go 12 months, that's the best way to do it. Otherwise, you're going to have a little bit more higher monthly payment if you don't do it until August. So it's important to keep that in mind. And also, our business office also issues any refunds that are due to you, the student, either because your aid exceeds your cost or anything like that. Those are all handled through the business office. The great thing is your books are included in your tuition. Now, it is a rental type of program, so basically you get the books, we mail them to you, you get them. At the end of the semester, you need to turn them back into the institution. That way, you won't be charged for the book. So it's important to keep that in mind, that you need to make sure to turn those books in. Or again, if you'd like to, you can certainly buy them. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to talk to our admission staff or our bookstore as well. A lot of you may have been awarded federal work study, and basically that's a need-based program, so not all students qualify for it, and it also allows you to work between 5 and 15 hours a week on campus usually, but we do have opportunities for community service as well, where you can work at outside nonprofit organizations, work in our food bank, things like that. That's available to you. And you get a paycheck every month, and then you can apply that towards your bill if you choose to, or use it for other expenses and things like that. It's a great opportunity to engage with other campus staff and things like that, and it also builds good resume and gives you some skills too as well. It's something to have after graduation as well. And those that like to get an early start on college, you can always take a summer class. Most of our summer classes, or all of our summer classes this year, will be online, and we offered a discounted rate for all courses that are 100 and 200 level. And the price for the semester is only $210 per credit hour, plus any lab fees that might be associated with that. So again, if you want to get an early start, you can certainly talk to admissions and talk to them about getting an early start on college. And just a reminder, if you haven't done your 2021 FAFSA yet, I encourage you to do so as soon as possible, because the fall will be here before you know it. And we want to make sure you get your financial aid in place before we start selling out bills. And also to keep in mind, the 21-22 FAFSA opens up October 1st of 2020. So this year, you can start doing the FAFSA as early as October, and I encourage you to do that as soon as possible, especially the Missouri residents, because there is a deadline in order to qualify for Missouri grants and scholarships. Now, this FAFSA will use your 2019 federal income tax information as well. Again, if you have questions or need more information about that, we'd be happy to help you with that. And again, here's a list of everybody that works in our office here. Obviously, my contact information is here. We have a financial counselor, Paula Tarwater, is our financial aid counselor. We have Laura Modak, who's also a financial aid counselor. Deborah King, who's the assistant director of student financial services, and she really oversees the bookstore. Also oversees the business office, payment plans, all that type of stuff. And then we have Maggie Limbat, who is also part of the financial aid services office. She really helps with helping students with their bills, things like that. She also handled our Perkins loan program, which is no longer a program any longer, but she helps close that out and keep students informed about that. And again, I just want to thank you for spending some time with us here at Avila. I look forward to meeting you in person once we come out of our lockdown and we can talk and help you in any way possible. Please let us know. Again, I look forward to you becoming a part of the Avila family and becoming an alumni of Avila University. Thank you again.